It's time to spill the mayhem with some more updates about my writing life. Hi and welcome. And the first thing we are going to talk about today is the Fairy Tales and Nightmares update. And here is last update. I showed you the little cover tease, and here is the full cover on the Fairy Tales and Nightmares. And my editing is all finished. It is now in the hands of the professional editor to be returned any day now. Fingers crossed. And then I'm going to finish the editing on that, get it proofread and formatted, and have it up again, fingers crossed, next month for release in October. I'm aiming for the first week in October. I'm hoping to have it up for the October Frights blog hop. And I definitely want it up, and at least the paperback up, for a book fair that I'm doing, a live book fair, a local book fair here, um, at the end of October. So that is the plan for Fairy Tales and Nightmares, and I hope the plan works out, because I really would like to have that at the book fair, and I really would like to have it for the October Frights um, blog hop. But anyway, I will keep you updated on the social media on how the progress of Fairy Tales and Nightmares is coming. Okay, the next update we have for you is new paperbacks. I finally, after much procrastination, got the Roses and Ashes poetry book paperback up on Amazon. And I got the new paperbacks, which were new covers and reformatted. There's no internal changes on the story on either the set. The new paperbacks are for the Saga of the Outer Islands trilogy. There's um no just hang on a minute while I turn off my notifications, which are binging noisily here, because I forgot to turn them off like I always do. Yeah, okay, just hang on. There. Okay, there. I got them off. Sorry about that. And we will start over in this lovely live stream that has gone so wrong. All right, so as I was saying, the paperback for Roses and Ashes is up, and I have the new paperbacks for the Saga of the Outer Islands trilogy, reformatted and with new covers. The interiors of all these books have not changed, like the story and the poems have not changed. Just the Roses and Ashes, this is the first time it's in paperback, and the Saga of the Outer Islands trilogy, it's just been reformatted and recovered, because covers, I got tired of them. I never liked the first book's cover anyway. So I redid the covers, and now I'm going to show them to you. So here we go. This is the Roses and Ashes paperback. That's the poetry book. Just ignore the weird Amazon banner that they always put on their proofs, because they're stupid at Amazon, and they can't figure out that this little banner across the front actually hinders you proofing the cover. But what can you do? Anyway, so now Ghosts of the Sea Moon, the new cover and formatting was put up a few months ago, but I'm going to show it again so you guys can see the whole trilogy. So there's the Ghosts of the Sea Moon with its new cover, and that's the new formatting. I took the little thing. There used to be a little thing up here on the Amazon. Now these are just on Amazon. These are not the Ingram Spark. The Ingram Spark ones have not been updated. They're still the old paperbacks, because yeah, Ingram Spark charges for uh revisions and revising 3 books. Yeah, don't want to spend that right now. So anyway, so that's the Ghost of the Sea Moon. Here's the new Amazon paperback for Souls of the Dark Sea. See, it's not too different from the old cover, except it's got the little sparklies in the eyes now, and I shifted the skull over a little bit. There's the back cover. Anyway, again with the ugly banner, but what can you do? Okay, and one note about this when you I've actually one note about all of these books when you um, go on Amazon to buy the paperbacks, if you go on Amazon to buy the paperbacks, when you see the cover preview on Amazon on the book page, you will see the correct front cover, but you will see the back cover of the old book. I don't know why Amazon's doing that, but and because on Souls and Renegades it's not too obvious, but on this one, since the cover is like totally different, it's really weird. And I don't know why Amazon's being very glitchy with its book pages lately. Yeah, I should tell you what's going on with Author Central. Anyway, so there's Renegades of the Lost Sea new cover. Again, that's pretty much the same cover. There's a little more sparkly. You can't see it as well as I'd hoped, but it's there. The overall cover is skewing a little more to the blue and purple than the old one did. And there's the back cover of that. Anyway, so that's the new paperback. And yes, and also if you do go over, as I was saying, to my Amazon Central page, you'll see all the series listed there now, including series that is not mine. Yeah, I have one book. I was in one anthology that Fiction Atlas Press puts out. Fiction Atlas Press puts out a lot of anthologies, and I was in like one. And now I have all the Fiction Atlas anthologies listed on my Author Central page, my Amazon page. So yeah, don't know why they're doing that either. Amazon is glitching out there a lot. Okay, we'll go to the comments. Oh yeah, hi Shannon. Anyway, and yeah, and thanks. Yeah, I tried to get them all blue and very color centric. Um, no, I can't. They're working on it. Okay, let me put it that way. The people at Amazon know the issue, and they're working on it. And at least the series are now saying that they're available on the page. They were for a long time saying currently not available. So that was fun. But anyway, that's just like the Amazon is just glitching all over the place lately on things. Anyway, so and now we are going to talk about that's the paperback update. Now we're going to talk about the October Frights blog hop for all you horror writers and writers of dark paranormal fiction. So, yeah, hi. Anyway, so that's the October Frights blog hop. It's going to be in October. We do this every year, and it's October 10th to 15th. And like I said, it's for horror and it's for Halloween too. And basically, a bunch of us horror writers get together and we post a bunch of stuff on our blogs, our websites between October 10th and October 15th. And stories, poems, spotlights, general Halloween stuff even. And it's generally a lot of fun because I mean, some of the authors do like little serial stories, like they'll give you like part one, part two, part three, depending on how many posts they do. Some authors do one post, some authors like me do 6 posts, some do 3, some do 4. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and, it starts October 10th. You'll be able to find all the listings on my website when it happens, because every post I do will have the lists of all the blogs, so you can hop like, you go from one blog to the next blog to the next blog. That's why it's called a blog hop. Anyway, and we also have a little mini book fair that will be up on my website as well, and the October Frights giveaway over on Story Origin. And you can find the links to my website, the links to the sign up on October Frights if you're interested in being an author, the links to the Facebook group where we do all the staging. So if you do want to join as an author, please join the Facebook group too. Other than October, we're pretty tame as far as a lot of posts, so you're not going to get bothered if you join the group with notifications. And I also have the Story Origin giveaway that you can join if you're over on Story Origin. You have a horror or dark paranormal. Now, this is not paranormal romance. I have to make that very clear. If you write paranormal romance, do not join the blog hop. Do not join the giveaway because we are not aiming it at romance fans. We are aiming it at horror fans. Just to be clear on the paranormal, when I'm talking about paranormal, I mean like dark, scary paranormal. Okay, not paranormal romance. Anyway, and so that's basically what the October Frights blog hop. Um, yes, the book fair will be horror too. Everyone who the blog people who join the blog hopper who will be included in the book fair. This is why I say it's a mini book fair because the fair is only open to the people who join the hop. Anyway, the giveaway, however, is open to any horror, dark, paranormal writer. So it's sort of like you've got one that's open to everybody who writes horror and one that's open to only the blog hop. Anyway, and so the last oh no, wait, we have one more. The paranormal cozy update. So, as some of you know, I have been attempting to write a paranormal cozy mystery. And I was doing this in July. Okay, I'm just gonna take a sip of water here. I was doing this in July for Camp Nano, and I did make my Camp Nano goal, which was 15,000 words in the book. So I have 15,000 words done, and it's starting to shape up a little bit. I haven't worked on it since July, but I'm going back to it, I think, next month and for the rest of the year, working on it bit by bit. But it's coming along. The beginning of the book needs some serious work because I don't have enough of the love interest or the villain. Anyway, and but I am getting a plot, so there's that. The plot is coming because I'm actually pantsing this book, sort of, which is unusual for me because I usually plan it. But yeah, it's like the book said, nope, you're writing a paranormal cozy mystery. You're going to pants it. You're going to do everything you don't normally do in a genre you don't normally write. So, you know, this is the right life of a writer. And thanks, Shannon. Okay, yeah. So this is the life of the writer. We are slaves to our muse, and what can you do? So there you go. So the paranormal cozy mystery is coming along nicely. I've also started work on the third story in the Hayward and Anderson series again, and we've got um, I had been working on it before, and I'm started working on it to finish it. So that probably will be finished this year, and then we will edit that one in story 4, which is already written, and they should be published next year, both of them. And then story 5, I'm not sure when that will be published. It may be published next year, maybe published the year after. We'll see how things go on that. Anyway, so that's basically the updates on most of the stuff I've been working on lately. And one more update is the launch for Fairy Tales and Nightmares. I am having a launch party in my Facebook group, AF Stewart's Minions. And so if whenever I get the launch date for Fairy Tales and Nightmares settled, that's where we're going to have the big to do is over on in my Facebook group. So I hope everyone comes out and takes a peek at that. I'll be posting different things on the other social media if you don't want to join the group because it is a private group, and you can find the group over on my website. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically I thought I'd write 3 romance books this year, and what you actually did was 1 fantasy romance, 1 secret book, and not for the same audience, and 1 nonfiction book. Yeah, that's pretty much how the writer life goes, all right? You got plans, and then your muse tells you, "Nope, nope, this is what you're actually gonna do." So that's fun. Yeah, I haven't done anything on the Norse Tales book for some reason. I'm just not feeling that one at the moment. I do hope to get back to it though, because I think what's going on with the Norse Tales book, because I figured out the motivation of the evil chicken that was holding up one of the stories. But I think with the Norse Tales book is that one of the stories, the story of the Midgard serpent, is turning out to be a much longer book. It may actually even turn out to be a short novella or a novelette. So that one is going like, yeah, I don't want to write that much at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, I may just wait till next year to finish that one, but we'll see. The muse may strike on that too, who knows. Okay, I got a question. Will I do anything separate to celebrate fairy tale retelling for YouTube? Yeah, I probably will. I was thinking of coming onto YouTube and doing a short, like little reading from the first story. Maybe do a live reading from the first story and then take some Q&A questions if anybody shows up. So, yeah, so I probably do that too. Right now, I'm just waiting on the freaking edits to get back. So, because I don't even have a launch date at the moment. So, everything's still kind of up in the air. I mean, because once I get the edits, everything's going to go real like that because I've got the formatting set. I just have to plug in the words and polish it. Uh, so yeah, for the paperback, that is. And there are going to be 2 hardbacks. Um, okay, and yeah, thanks, Shannon. I hope you get to come. So, yeah, because as I was saying, there are gonna be 2 hardbacks that are going to be accompanying Fairy Tales and Nightmares. Now, the first one, of course, is going to be a hardback for Fairy Tales and Nightmares. Now, this probably will not come out around the launch. Probably the hardbacks will be more like November. But I'm also going to be releasing a hardback edition for Visions and Nightmares, since technically Fairy Tales and Nightmares is the sequel to Visions and Nightmares, sort of sequel. Anyway, so I'm going to be putting out a little special hardback edition for Visions and Nightmares, as well as a hardback edition for Fairy Tales and Nightmares. And that's just sort of like a little extra thing, a little hype for the series, which is now a series, because I never intended for Visions and Nightmares to be more than a standalone book until Christy Stratos asked me if I was going to write any more stories like Visions and Nightmares. And then I got this idea for Fairy Tales and Nightmares, and now there's going to be a third book called Villains and Nightmares. So yeah, you can all thank Christy for this. Yeah, and she's getting a dedication in the book too because it was all her idea. Anyway, so I think that's basically all the updates that I've got going on for for the last couple of months and what's coming up. Because basically, most of what's going to be coming up next is Fairy Tales and Nightmares and the big launch for that. And yeah, I may get some more work done on doing some reformatting of some of my older books because I still have several of those that I need to get reformatted and recovered as well. Because, they're old and they need a little sprucing up. So, well, I may get some of those done after October, but right now it's the big Halloween push and the big Fairy Tales and Nightmares push. And I think that's about it for all the updates. So, I'll see you guys later and bye for now.